Hello students, so today we will learn how to create database using MS Access. Now before that we should know what is database. A database is an organized collection of data which is used for storing, accessing and manipulating the data. What do you mean by accessing? Storing, all of you know, to save the data, okay? Accessing means to read and write the data. Read means to see the data, okay? And write means to store the data, okay? So in computer terms, saving and reading the data is now termed as read and write the data. And manipulating the data means to make any updation in the database, like deletion, update, or doing any type of modification is termed as manipulating the data. Okay, it's the soft now the database you have understood, but there should be certain means through which we can create the database. So that software which is used for creating the database is known as database management system. Okay, in short form it is also known as DBMS. Okay, now there are different types of database according to the type how they are organized. We can organize, for example, if I ask you to store the data to store any your books in your cell. So some of you may store in some horizontal way, some of you may store in some vertical way, some of you may in different way. So different people can get the idea of storing your books in different way in your book cell. Similarly, we can store the data in different ways in the database. So according to the type how the data are stored in the database, there are different models. Okay, so here I am just showing you three models. There are numbers of models nowadays available, and they are like here what I am showing here is a network database model, relational database model and hierarchical database model. So we will not go in details in all the models because we will learn about the relational database model which is there in your syllabus. Okay. Now this relational database model is the database where we can store the data in the forms of tables. Okay, there are numbers of tables and all the tables are related to each other with some relations. And for creating this database model, we require different softwares. The softwares which is used for creating the network database model is termed as RDBMS, means network database model. Similarly, for hierarchical database model, it is known as RDBMS. And for relational database model, it is termed as RDBMS, means relational database management system. So we will go in details about RDBMS. Okay. Now what is RDBMS? RDBMS is a relational database management system, means the software which is used to create the relational database model. Okay, now this RDBMS is a very easy and popular database. Okay, here we have numbers of tables and each table consists of rows and columns. Now what the rows represent? It represents one record of a data and column represent some attributes of the data. Okay, it is termed here, I have mentioned rows represent record and column represent attribute of an entity. Now what is the entity? Anything, or we can term entity as an object which has certain properties and behavior. It can be a person, it can be a table, it can be a book. Anything which has certain properties and behavior is termed as entity. Okay. RDBMS used a structured query language. Now, when we will use some software, we should use certain commands or certain instruction to give to the computer. Okay. Now, when we will give the instruction to the computer, we have to use certain language which can be understood by the computer. Okay. And the language which can be understood by the DBMS software or the RDBMS software is the SQL. Okay. Now, some popular RDBMS softwares are Oracle, MySQL, MS Access. So, we will learn MS Access in this session. Okay. What is MS Access? MS Access is a type of RDBMS software. Here, data is stored in tables. As I have already told, as it is a RDBMS, data should be stored in the tables, and all the tables are related with each other with some relation. So, in MS Access, it's very easy to operate because all the operations for creating the database, to create the tables, to store the data are already done. We have to call the functions, means we have to just automatically you can do it. You have to just click there and it will be done automatically. Okay, fine. Now I will show you how to create a database using MS Access. Okay. So for that, what we have to do, you have to click here and go to my computers, and you have to go open Microsoft Office, because MS Access is a part of Microsoft Office. You click on Microsoft Office Access here, then see this type of page it will open. You click on, so as it's your first class, so I will explain you with a blank database. Here you click on the blank database. Okay, here you will give the database name. So different, mind it that using that one software you can create numbers of database. Database is what? It's just a place where you can store the data. So you can have different numbers of database in a single computer. Okay, so here I will give one database name. For example, your first database name is new. Okay, now you will select where you want to save the data. You can select from here. So I am storing in desktop. Okay, so I am just clicking here. Okay, and you click here create. This creating. Now this is the first page of your MS Access. Now look at here. As I have told you, MS Access is a relational database. It consists of table. So automatically one table is already there, but you have to make the structure of the table, how the table will look, what are the attributes of the table, means how many columns are there in the table. For example, I want to store some records of a student. Okay, what a student have, what are the properties the student have? They have their roll number, they have their name, they have their class, or before that they have their address, home address, they have their phone numbers, they have their genders. These are the personal information of the student. So let us create a table student for their personal information. So when I will create a table, what I have to do, I have to right click here. Okay, go to the design view. Okay, so before creating a design view, so in some version of MS Access you can create the structure of a table before and then you can save it, but in some it will ask you to give the name first and then you can create a table. Okay, here it is asking the name first, so let me give the name as student personal. Okay, now I am clicking here. Okay, see the structure of the table. This from here you will create the structure of the table. This is the field name and database. Field name in MS Access, the column name is also termed as field name. So or by default one ID this came automatically. You can change this also. About the data types I will explain you again one day. Okay, now you can give what is the roll number. You can give the roll number. Okay, and data type means what type of data this field will carry. Okay, auto number, if you select auto number means one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4 it will come. So there may be different way of giving the roll number in different school. So let us give it as a text. Text means you can give the roll number as R01, R02 like this also. Okay, so nothing to worry about this one. Then we will give the name. Okay, so name will also carry the data type as specific. Okay, sorry, something. Okay, name. So here also I have used here text. Okay, then what we have, what we can give here address. So in short I am writing here address. So for address you can use, instead of text, address may be a lengthy text, so you can use memo. So memo is another version of that, just like text, where you can store numbers of character, but it can store much more bigger size than the text. Okay, then you can add here gender. Here you can use here I am also using text, and I can use their phone number. As it's a first class, also a simple version of the table I am showing here. Phone number, the field name is not valid. Okay, about the how to give the name and all I will explain in different video. So the phone number, I'm just see here I have removed the dot. Why it is working now after removing the dot? after phone number, I have created the date of birth. Okay, here I have chosen data type as date time. Okay, so this way I have created the structure of the table. Then to fill the data, what I can do, I can have to open the student table. Okay, you can double click here also, directly it will come here. So here I will fill the date R001. Let the name be Avinash. So address, I just put in here XYZ, email, phone number, you can put any values here. Okay, so date of birth you can choose from here. So it doesn't have the provision to select the year and number, so better you can choose anything from here also. And then after that you can change for 2000, suppose 9. Okay, you can do like this also. So for the next data, again I am filling the second record. So data, then directly write also 0502 2000. Okay, third record, some data. For the address, I'm just giving certain value here, and our numbers, phone number, you can type anything here. The date of birth again 2007, then 2000. Okay, so these are the values you can store here like this. After that, you have to click on save button. So this way we can create the table. Then to create another table, what we can do, you have to go to the create button. From here we can have to select table, and again in the same process we have to create a design. So in our next class we will just learn how to create different tables and make the relationship between the tables. So that's all for today. Okay, thank you. We'll meet you in the second class.